Hey guys, happy Friday. So I am trying to make sure I come in here live and answer some questions for you guys and kind of go over topics that I see coming up consistently. So there are two topics that keep coming up, and that is the weekend, which it just keeps tripping people up, which is totally fine. And it's going to take you like 21 weekends to get into a habit and to get it into a routine. But I really encourage you to listen to last week's video because I think it'll give you some good mindset habits to go into the weekend, and I don't want to reiterate those. So hopefully today I can give you some tangible tips, action steps to actually take for the weekend. And then I also want to talk about mindless eating, which is like after dinner, just kind of sitting there, and those dang kid plates. I'm going to take these out because I keep seeing a green ring. So let's first tackle, just kind of this, the weekend treats, the things that we just struggle saying no to. Hey, Nicole, like the cocktails seem to be a problem, and I'm right there with you. Or, ice cream dessert or a barbecue, and there's, grandma's brownies and Aunt Sally's cookies and, this dessert and that dessert. And it's only going to get worse as the weather gets nicer and we're doing boat days and beach days and cabins and cottages and, family get-togethers and reunions and 4th of July. So there's lots of stuff going on. And I've told you guys from the beginning that my goal is to not look at you and say never have, or say no every time, or deprive yourself. The goal is two things. One, to eat in moderation and learn how to say no to other things so that you can enjoy the things you want. But two, how to overcome those and your mind, okay? Because we can say no and then we feel guilty or we feel bad or we feel like we're missing out. There's FOMO, there's food FOMO. And so mentally, it's that struggle of saying, it's okay that I did. It's okay that I had. So I just want to go over a few things to help you with the weekend. Okay, so I said it last week. It's not surprising that it's coming. Okay, so by Thursday night, you have a pretty good idea of what your weekend looks like. We are swamped this weekend. Okay, tonight we don't have much going on. Whatever, Friday night, I'm going to go with my mom out, I think. But tomorrow, you guys, it's swamped. We have princess breakfast, then we have meet the princess, and then we're doing the zoo, and then the twins each have a game one has a game at 12, one has a game at 1:30, and then we have date night Saturday night, and then on Sunday we have church, and then Grayson has a football game, and then Brooklyn has a end of the year softball party. Okay, so lots of stuff going on that's not our normal. And if you missed my video on my actual public page, please go look at it and listen to it, because there are some really good tips on what to pack for your kids and for yourself while you're out on the go. It's my baseball bag that I've just been packing for the kids on Saturday. Anyways, but it's not coming. So you know what is typically going to happen this weekend. And I get it. Things come up, whatever. It's the weekend. All of a sudden, so-and-so asks you to come over, or the weather turned out nice, so you go to the pool or you do whatever. But you guys, the weekend is coming. It's not a surprise. So don't act shocked that you had the weekend, okay? You also know what your response is typically to the weekend. That should be no surprise either. So it's being aware, alert, and knowing that, okay, we can know that, but it's taking some changes to change. And I'm going to say this, if you're okay with where you are, let's say you're 6 pounds away from your goal. If you are okay where you are and having that 6 pounds come off in the next 12 weeks or the next 8 weeks, then that's okay. Own it. But if you are trying to lose those 6 pounds, if that is your goal to lose those 6 pounds, then you need to change things up. I say this lovingly. I'm pretty gracious, but I don't want to hear, I want to lose 6 pounds, but I can't get a handle on the weekend. I want to hear, I want to lose 6 pounds, and I made some changes this weekend to help me get there. And then I'm going to ask you, what'd you change? And then you're going to say, I had 2 cocktails instead of 4. Or I had 1 piece of pizza and a salad instead of 3 pieces of pizza and no salad. Okay, those are steps in the right direction. It's not going to change overnight, but you have to start changing some habits. You have to start consciously making some changes to see change. Autumn talks about that in the real-time workouts, okay? And you you need to own that and be proud of yourself. And it's going to be hard. You know, there's 6 donuts upstairs for donut day, and I love a good donut. But I also don't want to feel crummy. I'm just getting over this migraine. I don't want to go back into it by fueling my body with food that I know is not going to feed me well. And so sometimes you have to justify overcoming saying no and talking to yourself and saying why. So one of the things that I want to help you with and give you something, a tool to go into the weekend, is vocalize what you're doing and why you're doing it. So, you know, it's not just, no, I don't want that. Tell yourself, no, I'm choosing not to have that right now because I have a goal to hit this number, or I have a goal to, you know, keep my treats to 2, or I have a goal to whatever it is. Verbalize it, visualize it, verbalize it, or visualize it, that works too. But putting your habits or putting your actions into words in your head, whether you say them out loud or you say them to yourself, helps you start to see what you're doing and hear it. And the same thing goes for when you're grabbing something. I'm eating chips. I'm eating cereal. So this goes for your kids' plates. I am eating off my kids' plates. Why? Asking yourself that why. Why are you eating this? And you can stop and say, this is mindless. I don't know. Or I'm hungry. And if you're hungry, then okay, grab some water, grab some protein, grab some vegetables. I'm grabbing this because I'm bored. Okay, put the food down, back up, and go do something productive. Keep your hands busy. But sitting there going, why am I eating this? Because I want to. Because this is delicious. Because this is where that light turned off. Because this is where I want to be, or this is what I planned for. Perfect. That's fine. But just being aware of why you're doing something and owning the reason why is so key to helping you build and break and enhance that relationship with food. Okay, so the other tip, so verbalize what you're doing. Why are you not eating something? Why are you eating something? But then number 2, and I love this over the holidays, prioritize your foods. Prioritize your treats, you guys. So that's what I do. You guys saw when we went to Olive Garden last week. Like, I could have had the bread or the cocktail. Which one do I want? I would prefer the cocktail. So if there's brownies, a cocktail, or pasta salad, you don't want to have all 3. But you can have 1, maybe 2. So choose the top one that you are going to enjoy the most and have that first and enjoy it. So the sublet of that, and my last tip for you, is when you enjoy your treats, enjoy them, okay? Don't rush through them while you're driving or doing a task or sharing with the kids, or if the kids are in a chaotic state, I will not, as much as I want to have a cocktail, I will not open that cocktail until I can enjoy the crisp, cool, bubbly champagne or the full flavor of the beer and it's not warm. I will not enjoy it until I can sit and fully enjoy it, because otherwise it's wasted and I'm just chugging a beer and I'm not enjoying it. Same thing with food, okay? I understand, and I'm all for when all my kids are grown, all of us will sit down and eat at the same time. But there is a stage of life right now where me sitting down and not shoveling my food in does not happen very rarely, or it doesn't happen often. So I prefer to have my kids eat and then I sit down and eat. I will not have dessert with my kids. I will usually have it unless we're all sitting down and I can sit down and enjoy that dessert, that treat, I won't do it. Because otherwise you get done and you don't feel satisfied, and that's why you get up for more. So I want you to think about that this weekend too. If you're having a treat, if you're having a bigger meal that you might not plan for, like a cheeseburger and french fries, make sure you're somewhere where you can enjoy it and you're not going through McDonald's drive-thru, eating it in the car, shoving it down your throat, not even really being like, oh my gosh, that wasn't even worth it. But instead, it's out to dinner or at home. I am like fully focused on this meal. Like tomorrow morning at breakfast, if there's French toast and syrup with pecans, I am having it and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to sit down and taste every single little bitty bite and enjoy it. My glass of champagne, I'm going to drink every drop and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm not going to chug it. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I get done and be like, I didn't even taste that food. And I think that's what happens sometimes, is that we eat so fast and we just eat to eat, or we eat and rush that we don't stop and enjoy it. And then we want more because we didn't get the full satisfaction of what we wanted. So the weekend's coming. It's not a surprise, okay? Verbalize what you're doing. I'm eating because, I'm not eating because, and own your choice. And there's no right or wrong, you guys, but you have to be in control. You are in control of your choices. So you can go into this weekend saying, I want a weight loss weekend, and you're in control of that. You just have to make the decision by decision by decision to get to that point. But you are in control and nobody else, okay? It's not the nutrition's fault. It's not the workout's fault. It's not my fault. It's not your kid's fault. It's not your husband's fault. Sometimes it is when they bring 6 donuts. But you are in control of whether or not you say yes or you say no. You are in control and you control what's going on. Prioritize your treats, okay? You don't have to have all 3, but pick the best one that sounds the greatest then. What one's going to satisfy you the most? What are you really, really loving? And then maybe go to the second one. And then see how you feel, and maybe it's all 3 that day. But prioritize. I really want this. This tastes great. You know, if it's Grandma Sally's, cheesecake that you only get one time a year, sit down and enjoy the dang thing, right? So yes. And then, what was my last one? I forgot. I can't even recap. Oh, take time and enjoy your food. It's like, sit down and enjoy and savor every single bite. Okay. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Take this going into the weekend. Take this going into that mindless eating of asking yourself why you're eating this. What is this doing for you? What is this doing for your goals? It sounds silly, but you'll catch yourself being aware. And once you become aware and you know, that's when you have to make the decision to take action to do something different. It's not enough to know your habits. It has to be you know them and you're willing to make those changes so that they stop and that you can create new ones. All right? So, I also, this last little tip just came to me. Stop telling yourself, I'm a binge eater. I'm an emotional eater. Because then you start to believe that that is what you are. And then you start to live that lifestyle. Think of something else to say in those moments. I am in control of my food. I am strong. I can make hard choices. I can overcome this. I am more than capable to say no. Like, start feeding yourself those positive statements. Food is fuel. Food is going to fuel me and help me through my day. Start speaking about those things and starting to believe that that is the person who you are and who you're becoming, not the negative ones, because you can say those all day long and you will be that person. Or you can speak those positive affirmations, those positive words, those positive habits, and over time, you start to evolve into that person. The best example is, I'm not a morning workout person. So you tell yourself that day, so you never try working out in the morning because you are not a morning workout person. But then it comes to, well, I either become a morning workout person or I don't work out at all. So you start telling yourself, I'm a morning workout person. I can work out in the morning. And you start working out in the morning. And all of a sudden, 6 years later, you're a 5 a.m. workout person, okay? It starts with what you tell yourself. And then when you tell yourself and you believe that, you start to act like that. And you start to become not a new person, but you change the character. You change things that are no longer you, and you turn into a more positive person. You turn into someone who is taking control of their life and taking control of the characteristics that are strong in your personality than the ones that are, I don't want to say weak, but that don't drive you towards a life of fulfillment. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend. I will have a meal plan for you. Hopefully today. It's a really busy day. So hopefully today I will have a meal plan for you. If not, then I will have it for you tomorrow. So have an awesome day, awesome weekend. Comment below if you have any specific questions coming into the weekend, and I will answer them as soon as I can. All right, guys, see you later.